Alright, I'm back. We got some Holy Mountain Awake Limbs Hoppy Lager coming in at 5.2 down there. Get a look at that artwork right there. I have showed this one on the channel before, and it is a good one. And, well, they do show us the hops, so there's that. Saaz, Citra, and Mosaic. And I'm really liking the trend of hoppy lagers. I'm really liking it. So cheers to you guys. Let's take a sip. Okay. Same as always. Crisp, refreshing. It has some bright hop character. And by that, it's kind of like a citrus zip. It's not necessarily bitter or anything like that. Not necessarily. But more so, it just adds like a little zing of citrus, a little fruit character on top of an otherwise very crisp and easy drinking beer. So, All right, we have a good one for you today. We're doing Fougere Gothique from Barrister Mann Fougere Gothique. Is it's a Maggard Razors exclusive, so if you want to buy it, you got to go to Maggard Razors. But the cool thing is that we got it in the new Omnibus soap base. So Barrister Mann just released the new Omnibus soap base, and I really appreciate them putting it on the outside of the label. Clear as day. You don't have to wonder what that symbol means. It's just right there. Omnibus shaving soap. You know exactly what you're working with. 4 ounces, 26 bucks for this particular scent. And there's a look at the ingredients if you're interested. An absolute Star Wars intro laundry list of ingredients, as well as the website right there. Here's a look at the pour. If you want to look at the full pour, you can watch the unboxing video, but it's a very smooth pour. You can see where I scooped it, and it looks like they kind of like poured it and it came to an end right there. I mean, very smooth pour, kind of like the Excelsior base. Off the puck, it's right about medium. I wouldn't say it's bold and banging or anything like that, but I wouldn't call it lightly scented either. Just right about medium. And I knew I liked this one because years back I had a sample of it. And so when they came out with the new soap base, I was like, hey, you know what? I already know that I like that scent, so I'm not taking a gamble on it. So I figured it'll be a good excuse to try the new soap base. We got it all lathered up right here in the Lancaster Razorworks shave bowl. Color appropriate for this shave with the red and black. And I absolutely love my Lancaster Razorworks gear. Staple of my daily shaves. Alright. We got the Alpha Shaving Company Outlaw handle here in a nice deep red metal handle. Love this handle. I actually have 2 of these in a silver one and a red one. Absolutely love them. I think they're classy as fuck and they're great handles ergonomically. On top of that, we have an AP Shave Co. Gelousy Badger Knot and a very creamy, luxurious lather built on top. So, without further ado, we're gonna wet the face and get right into this. Give some first impressions on this Omnibus soap base. So, if you guys are unaware, Fougere Gothique is kind of one of 2 parts of a Barrister Mann kind of seasonal release. And basically he has a dark Fougere and a light Fougere. So the opposite would be Fougere Angelique, and then the dark is Fougere Gothique. And both wonderful scents. This one here is kind of a smoky, dark, smoky, earthy Fougere. And I would not classify this one as very green. So if you commonly associate Fougeres with green scents, I wouldn't classify Fougere Gothique as very green at all. Instead, it kind of trades the green herbaceous notes for a kind of smoky, earthy, dry, that kind of vibe. It does have a touch of sweetness as well as, you know, woody vibes, but definitely I wouldn't call this one green in any way, shape, or form. God, I love this Gelousy Badger Knot. Appropriately priced. I think it's about 60 bucks. Appropriately priced. It's just a hell of a enjoyable Badger Knot. So, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of water here. We got top notes of black ashes, bergamot, and cedar. Mid notes of sandalwood, geranium, leather, tuberose, burning wood, and base notes of mushroom, oak moss, tonka, vetiver, smooth musk, and balsam fir absolute. So you can kind of get a vibe of definitely a warmer, earthier type of fragrance. This is kind of one of those ones that it's like a lot of people hate it or love it. I am actually, you know, somewhat indifferent. I like it, but it's not a love for me. It's kind of one of those ones that I would just break out for casual enjoyment when I have the odd hankering for something earthy, which is not, you know, like a common something that I commonly, you know, have a hankering for, but it's just when I do, I could definitely rely on Fougere Gothique to satisfy that those wants. All right, so we got a nice looking lather here. Kind of looks similar to the Excelsior base, if I'm being honest. The makeup of the lather I made today, very similar. I'm going to be using the North Shore Customs Schick Injector right here. So this is a vintage Schick Injector that has been cleaned up, slapped a new coat of paint on it, gave it a custom handle, and now it is the badass Schick Injector that you see here before you. And it looks like we got a supply injector blade in there. Alright, let's get right into it. So, Barrister Mann has made the statement that this will be their last soap base, which I kind of find that funny. I've made the remark already that it kind of sounds a lot to me like when artists, musicians say, all right, this is our last tour, and it gets everybody all riled up and it drives up sales, and then, you know, like 2 years go by and they're like, we're announcing our new last tour, don't miss this one. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I look at that statement in the wet shaving world. Someone says, this is my last soap base. I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's your last one until your next last one, until the next last one after that. You know, I don't really put much stock into that like others might. And it definitely didn't cause me to run out the door and go, you know, buy some stuff. It definitely, that wasn't the aim of this purchase. But I did want to review the new soap base. I did want to get my hands on it and bring some content to the channel. So this is definitely performing well so far. Honestly, I can't say that it's outperforming Excelsior. I think I would have to have a more focused shave to really nail down those details. Right now, it's just feeling, you know, like on par. And Excelsior's fantastic, so that is in no way, shape, or form a slight. It's very slick. There's no doubt about that. I'm not seeing any flaws with the soap base thus far. It lathered up very easily. It made a nice, dense, luxurious lather. I definitely wouldn't call it finicky. I'm a bowl latherer, so you could take that into consideration if you're a face latherer. But yeah, definitely very slick. The residual is hanging around. Like I said, I just went from one side to the other and pretty much just shaved on residual right there. No issues whatsoever. Go ahead and clean this bottom portion up real quick. Alright. Pass one, flawless, very smooth. I did like that nice bit of luxurious density. It does have a little bit of a weight on the face. It's not like the most dense feeling. It doesn't have the most weight, but it definitely has that luxurious, like creamy texture that I find very enjoyable. It doesn't really add anything but luxury to the experience, so I'll take it. Now, if you did get upset about the $26 price tag, I would say, don't get too upset, because Barrister and Mann scales their prices according to the fragrances. So, not saying that they're trying to bend you over on a highly sought after fragrance or vice versa. What I'm saying by that is, I think it just comes down to the cost. Some fragrance oils cost more than other fragrance oils, and they have a profit margin that they're trying to hit, per shave soap. So instead of having the profit margins fluctuate, they have the price fluctuate and keep the same profit margin. To me, it's almost more transparent than not having the price fluctuate, if that makes sense. There are some artisans that you can have a simple lemon scent and the soap cost is $20, or you can have a high-end cologne dupe with many, many, many scent notes and the price is still $20. And so you're thinking, okay, $20 makes sense for the high-end cologne dupe, but $20 now doesn't make sense for the single note lemon, lemon scent, if that makes sense to you. So it's almost more transparent that the price fluctuates. And so I have absolutely no problem with that practice whatsoever. That's actually a good talking point. I think one of these goddamn talk shows maybe should bring it up, like Canadian Mafia Show or Real Talk or Lather Talk, or all three, whatever. And as I start this second pass, and after that comment I just made, this video will get posted on the morning of Friday, November 5th. And I got invited late Thursday evening by Chris Bailey, or IMCDB, as well as So Sharp David Gonzalez. Those two gentlemen invited me on to Real Talk this Friday. So, Friday, November 5th, if you want to see this degenerate, if you want to see this degenerate on Real Talk, then join us. It's going to be 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The only time zone that matters, because that's where I'm at. And we will be joined by Canadian Mafia co-host Belou. So if you're familiar with Belou, real good guy, funny dude. So that's gonna be fun. I got invited, you know, pretty much on the heels of finding out Pete from Hendrix Classics and Company that he was, you know, in the hospital for something or another, personal reasons. Something happened that I'm unaware of. But Pete, I hope you're doing all right. I hope you recover and heal up quickly from whatever hit you. Pete's a good guy. He has a fantastic customer service, and his products are really growing on me. I really do like HC&C. So, but anyways, he was hospitalized, and so they kind of were throwing a curveball, and it's seems to be a blessing and a curse, because I got invited to Smiles for Miles Shave Line MBD talk show, kind of as a +1. And in this scenario, I got invited on the heels of the intended guest being hospitalized. So it seems like you know, the replacements are gonna go to the championship here. Because it's like always the bridesmaid and never the bride. But of course, I'm just joking around. It's just a funny coincidence. I am very grateful, though. I think we're going to have a really fun time. I'm definitely going to have some drinks, and we're going to be cracking jokes, covering shaving topics. I might have to speak on this Omnibus shave soap. Alright, let me clean up a few spots. Get some of this against the grain stuff. This stuff is slick, I'll tell you what. Nice little buffing action there. Alright, now we are nice and BBS on the neck. I already know the cheeks are no problem. The cheeks I never have issues with. Almost never cut myself up there. The skin's just different up there. The only thing I gotta worry about on the cheeks is my beard line. Just making sure that I don't fuck it up. But that was very, very enjoyable. Like I said, it's not a scent that I want to reach for every day of the week, but when I do have a vetiver hankering or a, you know, kind of a earthy, kind of a more dark type scent, earthy, woody, smoky, this definitely brings it. Very nice. I'm impressed with the new Omnibus soap base. Like I said, I don't think it really blows Excelsior out of the water. Not particularly, not in this first use anyways. My first impression of it, it didn't blow Excelsior away. If anything, I would say whatever changes made are incremental. It's not obviously better in my opinion, but it checks all the marks. So whatever changes were made, you can rest assured it's still a high quality soap base, and if you buy it, you can buy it with confidence because it really is good stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and grab the Lancaster towel, today in purple. I think I would have picked the red one, but the red is in the laundry. Very good. I think they aim to improve the post-shave, you know, as well as the other metrics. But I never really pay too close of attention to post-shave because I almost always use a post-shave product, and so that kind of skews my impressions of the post-shave. I could feel around and let you guys know that, you know, my skin is soft and all this after the shave, but you probably already knew that. I would say with any modern artisan shave soap at this point, it would be more notable to mention if your skin wasn't soft and supple on the immediate post shave. Alright, I will get the remaining lather trapped in the beard. I'll handle that on off cam. Sorry, I'm gonna take a swig. And I didn't have a matching post shave. I didn't see any online, so I don't know if they sold out. I don't know what the deal was, but we're gonna go with Noble Otter's Jungle Warrior, and the fragrance, of course, was put together, formulated by Australian Private Reserve. Wonderful industry standard restrictor right there. And this one is a green fougere, but it also has some vetiver elements to it. It definitely has a like herbaceous, earthy accord. So it's kind of like a dirty fougere. Definitely a different scent than Fougere Gothique, but it's a nice complement, if nothing else. Alright, that pretty much does it. Put the residual on the forearms to complete the scent bubble. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. I sure did. I appreciate you. I hope to see you tomorrow on Real Talk, 5:30 Pacific Standard Time, on Real CDB's Instagram. So at Real CDB. And I'll see you guys there tomorrow. I look forward to it, man. We're going to have fun. Cheers. I'll catch you on the next one.